Hey, I'm Sasha. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Growing Together LP. And we are in the Black Sheep era. Enjoy! If you don't remember, previously Angela and her boyfriend had like a nasty fight and it ended their relationship. She even got this moodlet rejected child. There is no hope for Angela's latest child to ever have a relationship with their biological parent, it seems. Said other biological parent had just expressed very clearly Angela that they reject this child. And this made Angela feel like, you know what? This is my enemy. So she said, if you can't take care of a child, you can't take care of a dog. I'm taking Uni with me. Before we go to Tartosa, let's go to Norman's family home. He tells his family the news, and his dad is not here for it. What do you mean you and Angela broke up? Everything seemed okay the last time I saw y'all. And Norman says, yeah, and then it's not. And he says, I need to know what happened because I don't want to believe that y'all could just break up like that. And Norman's pretty annoyed. I'm your son. Why are you getting mad? And Leslie's like, that's a good lady. That's why we're mad, okay? And the mom, I don't know why she changed her clothes, but she was also chiming in. And she goes, yeah, I love me some Angela. Could you guys work it out? And he was like, yeah, work it out. Apologize to her. No, I'm not going to apologize to her. I don't want to talk about her ever again. And the mom's like, what is going on? There's something that happened and we want to know. And she's like, my poor Angela. She just started crying in a corner. I was like, girl, sit down. Dad asks Enzo, do you know? And Darren was like, yeah, do you know? And Enzo's like, no, I don't know nothing. I'm sorry, y'all. And the parents are just talking. They're like, we could try to call her. Let's try to work it out. Norman's like, what on earth? Like, why are they picking her side over mine? So he comes up with something. Hey, y'all, I just want to tell you guys the truth. She cheated on me. That's why I just didn't want to embarrass her and change the image that y'all have of her. And they're like, what? Cheated, son? Really? What would make her cheat on you? And he says, well, I was working a lot and I'm just so busy with work. You know how it gets. Like, people get lonely and they just do weird things. And the parents just start consoling him. They feel bad. We're so sorry that happened to you, Norman. I should have known. I should have, but I do feel like, she was kind of alone. And, he's like, really, Mom? You're still picking her side? Mama Patrice says, no, dear, I love you. I'm sorry if I make you feel that way. I just feel like sometimes, when someone's alone, they do stuff out of character. Like, he's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to stay with her. I had to dump her. I'm like, oh, Norman, the nerve. And I feel like his parents low-key, like, they're buying it, but they also kind of like, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're just kind of like, they'll have to let it sit on them. And, he's like, I have to tell y'all one more thing. She's like, okay, out with it, because at this point, I don't know if I could take any more bad news. And he tells them, I'm moving to Sulani. They're like, yeah, stop. Just because she broke up with you, you're going to go somewhere else. He's like, no, I already bought the place she was supposed to move with me. But why Sulani above all places? And the parents are just heartbroken, like, damn, we lose Angela and now Norman's moving far away. I just feel so bad for them. Norman wants to go to Enzo and talk to him and just tell him how he really feels. Norman says, hey, so you had to spill your guts out to Angela? And you could even want to warn me? He's like, yeah, well, you're lied to pit mom and dad into that she cheated. It sounds like fair and square. And Norman says, what kind of brother are you? I give you a job. I give you a whole lot of stuff. You're a loser. You live with mom and dad. And Enzo's like, oh, shut up. You're the loser who's cheating on your girlfriend who's trying to use me. And I'm sorry that I did not want to get used in that last moment. I let Angela talk to you, And he's like, well, I don't want to talk to you ever again. And Enzo did not like that, but, he's like, I don't want to talk to you. And he's like, really? I'm the one who's innocent. And he's like, of course you're going to have to act like the victim. I'm done with this, Norman. Enjoy Sulani, bro. Alone. And Norman is just sitting here thinking, I don't have to deal with the winter in these kind of cold climates. I'm moving away somewhere warm and nice. Goodbye, Newcrest and cold winters. Hello, Tartosa in nice beachy winter. Welcome to Tartosa, Angela. So before we talk, I want to tell y'all the tea. Angela has wonderful chemistry with her aunts. I'm gagging. I mean, I'm not shocked, but I'm shocked. Now Angela telling her the whole tea. He was cheating on me, and I'm pregnant right now, and I have nowhere to go, but I just felt like you were the best person to talk to about this. And Auntie's like, yeah, kind of went through difficult moments in my life too, so I can empathize. Angela tells her aunt everything. She tells her about the money that he gave her and that she accepted it and that she left. She told that she closed her TikTok because, you know, he made her feel like as if he took credit for that kind of success she has, and you know that she is a weirdo to him now. And she just told her aunt everything. Her aunt shook, like, wow, your mom talked to me and she kind of told me she had a feeling about him, but she didn't want to feel too controlling of your life, so she kind of let you figure it out for yourself. She's like, yeah, but I didn't expect that. We were so close. She's like, you know, hun, maybe I should just grab you a cup of tea. Let's settle down. Let's talk more. Angela says, please don't tell anybody about this. I don't feel comfortable talking. Don't talk to mom. Don't tell nobody about this. So aunt grabs her a cup of tea. She says, dear, I'm not gonna tell nobody about this, but hun, you have time right now to figure it out. So I'm gonna tell y'all about Auntie Brittany Malloy's traits and all her info. Auntie Brittany Malloy is a bookworm, animal enthusiast, and a foodie. She is a craftsman, ISTP. She prefers exclusive romantic relationships. Her favorite movie genre is family movies. She does not want a child right now, and she's very responsible. Auntie shows Angela the room she's staying in. The room looks like it's meant for a child. So Auntie Britt says, oh, I'm sorry, I never got around to fixing this room. It's her room. Automatically, Angela knew it was her cousin's room. She just assumed it was her teen cousin Cicely's room, but this was Rosalie's room. Auntie says, I saw her 2 summers ago when I dropped Cicely off. She's so stunning. You saw her recently, right? And Angela says, yeah, I saw her over the summer. And Auntie Britt was like, well, I'll go ahead and make some food for you and the baby. To understand the story of Rosalie, maybe I should take y'all a little back in time. When Rosalie first moved to Tartosa, she hated it here. She was so sad. She would talk to her friends back home in Evergreen Harbor, and she already went through a move before. She left San Sequoia to Evergreen Harbor, and then she has to move again to Tartosa. And like her mom would try to comfort her, like, hey hun, how you doing? And I was here on the computer all day. And Rosalie would just be like, yeah, I'm just trying to catch up with everybody. Everybody's just moving on with their life. And this is just me on a computer trying to catch up on their information and their life. Like, she's like, well, you know, you can make other friends go outside and have fun here. And Rosie's like, yeah, so I could just be here like an old lady and just do boring stuff. Like, that's what people do here in the city of Tartosa. It's just a retired city. Like, I don't understand why we couldn't move somewhere else or something, different part of Evergreen Harbor. And she's like, well, hon, I didn't want to work as a lawyer anymore. And she's like, why? You just don't want to be with dad and you're just punishing me. And you want me to wait away from my dad, kind of thing. And so Brittany's like, no, I promise it's not that. I just need to change. I mean, she wanted to be away from him, but, you know, she didn't mean for it to be this far. And so, you know, Rosa's like, I want to go back to my dad. She's like, no, you're not. You're going to stay here, young lady. She's like, no, I'm going to leave you one day. And you're going to not be, you know, expected now, kind of thing, you know? She's like, excuse you, young lady. Don't talk to me like that. I am your mother. Don't say that. Please don't say that. I love you so much. And like, while she just like cuddles her and stuff, Rosalie still like, she knows her mom loves her, but she just feels like her mom is like, you know, cutting her life back, something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just feels like she's missing out always. And the city is just so boring. She's not getting used to it. There are some kids, but it's just, you know, a lot of people who are on vacation. That's kind of where this destination is, where it is. And she just hates it here, you know. So she decides, you know what? I'm going to call my dad. Dad, I miss you so much. I just hate it here. All people do is just tan and maybe like just go to the park, but like not a lot of Sims are there unless they're like out of towners. I miss Evergreen Harbor so much. I want to live with you, Dad. I don't think I could do this a life here. And so the dad's like, you know what, when you age up to a teen, you could move with me, like automatically. Your birthday, you could move. She's like, promise? He said, I promise, honey. When Rosalie aged up, she left her mom, and it was Cicely and Mama Brittany alone. And Mama Brittany, you know, it was hard for her, this change. She would cry in Rosalie's room, praying one day Rosalie would come to her senses and come back and see that maybe her dad isn't this great guy that she pictures in her mind. And let's go back to the current reality. Yes, Auntie has 2 daughters, Cicely and Rosalie, and little Cicely's room. Y'all see how it is? That pink highlighted room. It's the next morning though, so she's like cooking with her mom, like, Mom, we gotta cook the best food for her and make her feel home, you know? And Cicely is trying to welcome her cousin in. She loves her cousin so much. And right now Angela's awake. She was crying all last night, by the way. So yeah, Auntie's cooking breakfast. She's trying to make sure it's the highest quality meal. She wants her niece to be really happy and not feel sad. Good morning, Angela. Let's start your day. I was looking at her box, by the way, and I just noticed that it glitched. Y'all don't put photos in there, okay? They're gonna make your photos pitch black and you're not gonna have your photos anymore. So I had to learn my lesson the hard way, by the way. Auntie made a spinach frittata and Angela's liking it. Now, I'm not gonna lie and act like I know what every food that a pregnant woman should eat, child, so I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, looks like Auntie wants to sit next to her. What do you want to say, Auntie Brit? I know she's gonna say, don't worry. She's gonna tell her, hey hun, like, I have a gardening club that I would love for you to join us. I wouldn't want you to stay home all day. She's like, okay, you know, I'll join y'all. And she's like, yeah, the clothes you're wearing is perfect. All you just gotta do is just show up. So she's like, it's all the way in Oasis Springs, you know, it's one of the closer cities here in the warm climate regions in this earth, let's just say, okay? So she's like, but before we go, you know, you're a pregnant lady, so I need you to like just do a little bit of walking around the area. And I'm using a mod where it allows 2 Sims to walk with each other. Child, tell me why she took the dog with her though. Like, I didn't even tell her to do that. I didn't even know how to do that. Like, her bond with Uni is something else. It's cute though. I love it. I love it. It's like I said, their unique quirk, but man, this world is beautiful. Auntie's part of a gardening club, and yes, in my mind, she definitely is a gardener too. She used to be a lawyer once upon a time, and she's not a lawyer anymore, so she is working as a gardener, and that was kind of like her dream career. And when she saw that there was a posting, for some reason, like, she was able to get it. And she's from a warm climate region anyway, so like this isn't such a major change compared to like the other place that she was at, Evergreen Harbor, and she had her own trauma as to why she moved there. So it's funny that Angela's kind of like repeating that form of history. Hey Sumin, how are you doing? That's what basically Angela's auntie's saying. She's like, Britt, I'm good, but like, aren't you planning the wedding? Like, she's like, yeah, I am. But, you know, she's like, aren't you supposed to go out to meet your fiance? And she was like, yeah, you know, but my niece is here. So he told me that we could go ahead and change it to the spring. And yeah, so not the wedding, but like their meetup, because they've never met before. That's the tea, okay? So I'm gonna have the best friends take a selfie. Let's do that. Oh, they're so cute. Bestie, let's take a selfie. Oh, they're so cute. Sumin's from the gallery and the other garden club Sims. I just searched garden club or something like that. They popped up, y'all. But yeah, auntie and niece selfie, of course. So back home right now, and Cicely's living her best life. I'm like, okay, Cicely, go do your homework because I know you want to get that A so bad. And oh wow, she's feeling really tense. I guess all that socializing, kind of like, you know, because she's introverted, might have done a lot to her, you know. So anyway, I'm just trying to make sure the cat eats. They have a pet cat. I didn't even talk about the pet cat. I found the cat from the gallery too, child. Auntie made a yummy classic truffle risotto, y'all. And I think this is from the Granny's Cookbook mod. Y'all, look at the plate she's serving. Like, auntie, okay, I see you. So Cicely's like, how's the garden club stuff? She's like, good. But they're both moody though. And she's like, how's school? She's like, good. Auntie's like, oh my god, 2 hormonal ladies. She's just enjoying her meal though. Angela was alone in silence. All she needed was one good cry. She covered her mouth in the pillow and cried. Cicely was taking a shower and she felt like she could have sworn she heard something. And it didn't make her feel comfortable because the last time she was hearing cries from that room was Rosalie's cries. So she tried, even though whether she was young, she still felt uncomfortable by that. And she knew there was something, so she was trying to talk to Angela, like, Angela, can I come in? I want to talk to you. And of course, Uni had to distract. But yeah, no, she really does want to talk to Angela. And Angela's like, look, I had a bad relationship thing, and it's just, I feel like my life is over or something. It's like, no, it's not. You have so much more in life to offer. Your ex is trash anyway. And it's like, you're right, he is. Are you okay with me moving here? She's like, yes, I love you so much, Angela. And while I don't remember you so much, I do miss you, and I feel like you haven't talked to me in a while. And she's like, well, sorry for being harsh in my tone. I love you. She's like, I love you, but I'm so sorry. I need to cry it out. And, she was like, let me just show you something out here. And they're looking at this photo of the Starbucks. She's like, what is that? She's like, you don't remember? And Angela looks at the photo, and she's like, oh my God, I made that art. And Cicely's like, yes, you made it for me when I was young, and I was like so obsessed with Starbucks beyond belief. And you made me a Starbucks art, and you're so thoughtful. She's like, yeah, but I'm not the girl who just randomly paints stuff anymore. Like, I'm a grown woman. She's like, what's wrong with painting, And she's like, yeah, but I just feel like it's not for me, maybe. She's like, are you sure? You loved painting so much. And, during this time, like, Tartosa's a beautiful place. Like, you have so many areas to do it. And she's like, yeah, no. Cicely just starts crying. You're the one who inspired me to want to paint sometimes. Your passion for painting really just made me feel, loved, and I understood what was having extended family through you. And they chatted all about that. She was like, Tartosa is a place to live in, like, your hobby becomes your career. A lot of Sims leave the busy cities. This is when I realized that Cicely is definitely different from her sister Rosalie. She probably really loves it here versus how Rosalie felt. But let's just go to the next day, kind of thing. Because Angela, I feel like she just doesn't, I'm not going to say it's preachy, but I feel like that's how she might think of it. So let's just give her some time to marinate. So Auntie made a honey banana toast. Auntie's a foodie, and she throws it down in the kitchen, okay? Auntie snaps, she really does. And she's just dancing, living her best life. I'm just looking at her traits, and I noticed she has a fear of getting cheated on. I'm like, oh, yeah, from her last relationship, her last serious relationship, of course she probably feels that way. Her ex was cheating on her nonstop. I know Norman kind of we're gonna talk about how his development changed, but I feel like her ex was a little worse. There should be no Olympics of cheaters, but if there was one, her ex is the worst. Cicely, hun, have a nice day at school. So Cicely's gonna go to school right now. Bye, Cicely. Enjoy. And Auntie is talking to her man. She's flirting with him. They met on the internet, and he proposed to her, and she just said yes. It was something different for her. So she's in love. She wanted something different from her ex, and hun, this is absolutely different, okay? So now she's like, Angela, we gotta go to the doctor, and I want you to go get yourself tested. And Angela's like, okay, you're willing to go to my appointments with me? And her aunt's like, yeah, of course, what are you talking about? So let's go ahead through the realistic birth mod and get an ultrasound. Angela's meeting up with the obstetrician, and she's just checking. She's like, you're doing well so far. You seem healthy. Blood tests came back. Everything is good. Your urine sample, or whatever, whatever they be doing. So it's like, oh my God. I don't know if it's even possible to see through the first trimester child, but the mod does allow it. So that's how tiny her baby is right now. So she's like, you just gotta walk around. And her aunt's like, yeah, I make her walk every single day. And she's like, yeah, and the lady's like, there is a pregnancy group that meets up at Oasis Springs I could connect you with. And Auntie's like, yes, actually one of the garden ladies is part of that group, and I was gonna connect her there. She's like, yeah, well, you're doing well then. Just continue to be stress-free, and Tartosa's a great place. So yeah, y'all, my girl is enjoying the Tartosa. Oh, it's so beautiful out here. But yeah, let's go to this pregnancy meet, because apparently my girl is here. So here's all the ladies. I think it's called New Parents, I think, the club, and the leader is Malak. She was once upon a time a doctor. She's married to Johnny Zest, a fun fact. And she's just like, we have a new student here, and I would love for the new student to introduce themselves. And things are going great. Sims are just talking about their fears, their worries, their husband, their just like their kids. Is it their first child? Are they a single parent? Are they in a two-parent household? And yeah, they're just look, doing their own little club stuff. And Angela is talking to a fellow single mom, by the way, and it's actually her second child being like her own on her own, and she prefers it that way. She's like, I don't care if they want to be in the child's life or not, like I'm a great parent regardless. So she's like, oh, okay, that's great. Yeah, so I think and I don't know if there's any other single parent, but I do know, like some of them are married, some of them I think they have like one of them lives in Tartosa, the one who's dancing on the table, which scared me because I was like, why on earth are you doing that, lady? But like, okay. Oh my god. Let's have a time jump and go to the second trimester. Angela is hanging out with the new parents. Today is casual fashion day, so yeah, they're all like talking about how it was difficult to dress up, and obviously as pregnant women, in my mind, they are just talking about all of that and maybe the worries and the fears and the judgments if sometimes they don't try or they try too hard, or just all those stuff. And they're just all talking about how it's a relief that they get to have a club like this to talk to other Sims. And she's just like, yeah, I'm so happy, and I'm just my kids drive me nuts. Some of them are, again, not new parents, they're just a new like the club's name is new parents, but like some of them have more than one kid, some of them it's their first kid, some of them it's their fourth kid, like, so Angela's just talking, like she's being more comfortable with them. You see how confident she is in her speech, like I'm so proud of her. Yeah, and so I think it's great that they have each other. And if y'all notice, the one in the white is the one who's in the gardening club too, so she's in two clubs, the new parents and the gardening gals. So Miss Malak is telling them they're gonna have a potluck soon, and they're talking about what food is appropriate, consider all the trimesters and cravings. But it's time to go back home, y'all. And Auntie is cooking a nice barbecue chicken. The ladies are enjoying the food, and of course the cat had to join in, child. Delilah Meatball lives up to her name. Like, I know that Cicely is the one who named it, but like the fact that like you always be eating human food. Anyway, so she's catching up with her man. She's like, you coming to town tomorrow, right? We're gonna meet for the first time. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I called off work and everybody is ready to see you. And so she's calling her parents too, like, oh yeah, he's coming, he confirmed with me. And they're like, oh love, we're so proud of you. We're obviously scared, but like if he's anything weird, just call us, we're gonna come. And her parents, by the way, live in Willow Creek. They moved away from San Sequoia. I doubt he's a weirdo, mom. Stop. That's what I feel like she's saying. And Angela, during this time of her first trimester, she ended up actually trying to paint. If y'all remember, she actually did paint, and it did make her feel relaxed and stuff when she was in Sulani. And she did used to paint. Yes, when she was a younger Sim, she was really into painting. But with time, she obviously was into biology, and she wanted a biology program, and she just wanted to do something in life in that area. And she had this whole picture in her head of how her life's gonna be, and it's not the way it is. And so what, she's like, why not, during this time of my pregnancy, let me go around town and start painting stuff. So like, y'all, look, like, come on, anybody would want to paint in a location like this. But her favorite type of painting is landscape painting. So she'll actually take a photo of something, like paint from reference, and it's like a landscape. So yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe it's already the next day, y'all. Auntie's ready to whip it up. Cicely's trying to pat herself with her little makeup, whatever powder she has, and she's just trying to set it in. She knows what she's gonna wear. Everybody knows. Auntie had them pre-prepared last week. They had like a fake, welcome home type thing for him, So Cicely's like, girl, you ready? You and the baby? She's like, yeah, we're almost ready, don't worry. So how about you? How are you feeling? She's like, I'm okay. I'm happy for my mom that she's in a relationship. How about you though? How's that pregnancy meetup? She's like, it's good. And she's like, you're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you. I hope you feel that way. And Auntie's like right now making her dessert. I guess this is kind of like what she likes to make, a sprinkle donut, I'm assuming, because you know what? I'm gonna do that for her. So I decided it's time to set this food up, but I noticed it doesn't really align right, but I wanted to show y'all that. Let's have Auntie work on that makeup. She is a baddie, not a saddie though, but like ever. She's like, hey, where you at? Like, are you in town yet? And he's like, yeah, I'm here. And she's like, okay, well, can you please tell me when you're here, because I'm so excited to meet you. So she's like, girls, let's sit down. Let's prepare ourselves mentally. And she's kind of worried about how Cicely will react. Like, I'm not gonna lie, mom's a little worried. And she's like, look, and also she's worried about Angela, like, the heartbreak. Like, are you okay with this? She's like, yes, I'm okay, I'm happy with it. And, Angela, I'm not gonna say she's over the heartbreak, but she is in a better place mentally. She's able to do stuff and, like I said, kind of live with her hobby and see if it would ever turn into a passion career for her. Oh my god, they're meeting for the first time, Mr. Hess. Oh, of course Cicely's interrupting her mom. I'm kind of worried that she's gonna misbehave, And Uni is also kind of misbehaving, but she's like, how's the drive? He said, everything's good. She's like, oh, where's your son? He's like, oh, he's out here, 1 second, he's gonna come in soon. She's like, okay, oh my god, it feels like a dream. Like, I've dreamt of you and now you're really here. Not them dancing. Oh, well, the son's here too, y'all. His name is Duncan, and Nico's telling him, son, we're finally here, please behave. I don't know why they're dancing, they're so annoying. Sim's like, so I'm like, y'all just like sit down together, but autonomy on some of these objects is like a lot, so I could only understand. So I'm like, finally she's sitting down and introducing herself to the son. Cicely said, you better not break my mom's heart, she's such a nice woman. That's so weird, stop, behave. Oh my god. But yeah, y'all, you know what, at this point I don't want the food to expire. It's been sitting out here for like a good hour. So let's have everybody sit together and eat. And I noticed, by the way, like, look at this, y'all. Why are the kids all leaving? They said they want to give the adults private time. Like, okay, I'm gonna let them go. Usually I get annoyed when they don't want to sit together, but I thought that was cute that they wanted to respect them and give them their own private time. I thought it was really cute. So the girls are talking and I feel bad. Like, girl, include Duncan in the conversation. Like, he's bro, okay? And I'm like, Cicely, like, be nice to him. And Angela, like, tries to introduce herself, but it doesn't go as well as she'd hope. And Cicely's like, girl, it's so hot. I mean, how do you feel about the weather here? And Duncan's like, yeah, it's really, like, humid. Like, the jacket I'm wearing, I can't believe I should have just went with, like, a really small t-shirt. And the couple is also talking here, and he's like, I got you this. She's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, you're so romantic. He's like, you are the best painting I've ever seen. And mind you, Mr. Nico is actually into painting himself, so that's kind of fun to see. And they got deeply connected, and he got adoring sentiment. So they sat outside to be, a little more private. She's holding his hand. Oh. She's like, wow, like, he's like, yo, you are my soulmate. I love you so much. But he's like, you're my soulmate. I love you so much. I have such a burning love for you. It will never go away. And he says, yeah, I love you too. She's like, I love you. I love you. They're just like saying, I love you so much. Like, and then, they go for the kiss. At first she was kind of trying to say maybe she's going to go for that formality route. But child, they woohooed that night. Okay, so yeah, the girls are taking a selfie. Of course, cousins for life. And Duncan's into his fitness. Of course, Duncan. You go ahead and enjoy your fitness. And of course, the couple went to woohoo. Formality ain't for them. They love each other. They're gonna get married. That's all that matters to them. And now we're in Cicely's room, child, and her light is just, it's really pretty, but it distracts me. And he's sleeping in Angela's room. But y'all, we're gonna have to fast forward to the wedding day, which is basically a few days away from now. Like, Auntie was like, what's the point of you guys going back? Like, let's just do it now. My parents are willing to come. whoever comes, great. I love you. Like, why do we have to wait? So let's go to the wedding day for real, y'all. Sitting in the front, Rosalie even made it. You know what? That's a good daughter. At least she showed up. Brittany's parents showed up, and she was waiting for her sister to show up, aka Angela's mom, but she's not here, sadly. Angela's +1 is Malak, and you know what, y'all, I had to put them in pose. I'm gonna not lie, they didn't want to behave and sit down, so I had to put that code to get them to sit down and not move. But the wedding is beautiful, okay? They're all so nice and behaved. But y'all, there is an extra member here. Is that Angela's mother? Oh no, she knows her daughter's pregnant. And I'm ending the episode right here. Huh? Don't worry, you're gonna understand how the wedding day thingy happened. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit like a cliffhanger, okay? I love giving a cliffhanger if I'm doing a machinima type, somewhat, machinima type series. Like if you ever watch my Machinima Family Secrets, the cliffhangers are nasty, and I feel so guilty for doing it, but like I low-key love it. So there's going to be a full explanation in the beginning of next episode, so I'll see y'all then. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sasha, and I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Take care.